Hi. Hi everyone. So this video might be a bit different. I'm not gonna play anything. I'm actually going to be explaining an idea I had. Now I know how that might sound, but I just wanna tell you this so it doesn't become lost to time. It's actually it's a game idea actually, eh, called Z side. That's the entire thing because, well, I mean, you know about the B side, D side things, a lot of other things. But it occurred to me, I don't think there's ever been a Z side thing. And then I came up with this game idea, like, uh, you you mm, play as this red circle. Now, it's a lot neater than that, but like a well, you get the idea. Like a red circle, and your goal is to collect the triangle things. Also, it would be a lot neater than that. This is just a rough idea, no drawing idea. Ugh. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, if if you if you were to start this game that, well, would it really be a game? You would just go to the title screen, which just has Z, uh, which just has Z, just title Z side. It would be a lot. I'm sure you know what we need. Z side, and then there'll be a start option and option with an arrow, and you would press start. You would press start, and then you get introduced to a robot. The pers the a robot called Fab, which would be a square like this, and square eye, and something like that. And said his name, and he will say his name is Fab, which stands for the helpful Autobot. Yeah, yeah, the now, yes, because if you're here to participate in his some tests he's made, and you agree, and then he explains what. Then you just sort of get sent to the tutorial, because every game has a tutorial, right? Nah, pretty sure every game has a tutorial, almost every game. Anyways, tutorial starts, and you know how games work. You use You play as the red circle, and you have to get the triangle things by uh, using obstacles, jumping to get the thing. You know how that works. The tutorial will explain the directional arrows and other stuff. Anyways, uh, anyways, you could it tells you how to move, how to jump, to avoid spikes, which would they no, the spikes still would be black. What wouldn't that be? Spikes, and show you how to avoid spikes and other stuff. And then you go to the tutorial, and then once you're done with the tutorial, you go to the level select, which would look something like, 1, 2, 3, something like this. There are 10 levels to be exact. Okay, and Fab would be over here, and this would be where he talks to you. There are 10 levels at each side. Oh yeah, and these tabs up here were the sides though. This is normal. Uh, this is the B side. This is the C side. No, this is the E side. Oh wait, I think I might. You know what this is? E side, C side, E side. Those color might not be up there. And we'll just go with those for now. And if you go into each level, and well, it starts off like a casual. It's always a casual level. It starts off as like a normal level, like normal platforming, normal stuff. You know how that works. And he goes. Now I don't exactly really have much of a layout for these levels, but I can tell you that. Let me just give an example. Each. Hmm, each level will be its own thing. Like, I mean, this would just give borders. These are the borders. Yeah. And something like this, 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 and this. That's an idea. That's a rough idea for level 1. And your red guy starts here, and the triangle is up here. Something like that. Although it's not the same each level is going to be unique. But the thing is, as once you beat all 10 levels, the 10th level will have a boss. The last level will always have a boss. It's just the boss, not the level. Wait, yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, the level, hold on. Sorry. Just I had to think for a minute. Each level is its own thing, and at the end of each level is a. At the 10th level, there's just a boss you have to beat. And once you beat that boss, you can move on to the B side. Yeah, so it's normal, then it goes to B side. Then once you beat that boss, it goes to the C side. Then you want that boss, it goes to D side. Basically. And each NO and B side will be the same level, just harder with more. Well, it's not just the same. Well, it's not just the same path because level 1 would have been like go up, 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 like that. But it would be harder because it, more things will be added to make it harder, like more spikes, buzz saws, lasers, lasers, and other stuff. Now, you're probably wondering why. Now, it doesn't end when you get to the D, when you beat the D side. No, that's not the ending. The ending is actually, well, hidden. You see, on the titles, you see, if you if you're a curious person, which most people are, when you try to click the click the title enough times, then locks will be displayed. Well, 4 locks on each side of the thing, on a different color, and you have to get keys to those locks. That's the thing. You have to find keys for those locks on the title screen. Because the title screen, if you click it enough times, then well, the locks will show up. They'll briefly show up like a click, click, and it'll show up like a half a second or something. And you have to find and you have to find keys, and those keys are like colored keys. That locks are different colors for just so it's not confusing. And those keys are hidden in each of one key is hidden in each of the sides. There's one key in the normal, one key in the B side, one key in C side, one key in D side, and they're in a hidden level you have to access. And there will be hints, I'm sure. I mean, if I were to put it, I'd put in hints. I'm not sure if I some sort of a hint. Anyway, that hint, I don't know what it would be, but it would be something. Anyways, you find the keys, and the levels will, well, the hidden levels would basically be like as hard as, well, as hard as the ones, as hard as the D side, yeah, since you're going to the Z side, which is like the last, in my idea, the hardest one. Anyways, you finally go to this. Anyways, if you unlock all the locks, and then you click the Z side, Thab. Oh yeah, Thab also. Oh yeah, Thab will mention how great of a job you're doing throughout the level. He'll explain things. When you're about to, you click the D side, and then everything sort of just inverts. And well, this turns to like an inverted. And then when you go back into the when you go back into the level, there was only one difficulty. Go back into the level select, there was only one difficulty. Z side. And that will say something along the lines of, well, he doesn't know what this is. This, this test wasn't, this wasn't supposed to be part of his test. He doesn't know what this is. And he suggests going back because it doesn't know what could happen. Then, and well, we don't. don't, and we play the levels, but they're like, it's like glitching. The Z side is like glitching in places, and the levels are like the hardest they've been, harder than the D side, and stuff. And here's the thing, you you can't try out, but here's the thing. There's a timer, like not sure how long it would take this, but if you learn, I'd just say the timer was like. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah. Uh, there's a timer that's like set at, I would think, 1 hour. 1 hour. Well, in real time, which means in real time based off of the clock that's on your computer or something. You have 1 hour to clear it, and if that timer runs, out, then the screen just starts glitching up more and more and more and more and more, more until, and then it just sort of resets it, and then the game sort of just resets itself. I mean, not the entire thing. I mean, I did think of having to do all those sides over again, but someone told me that might be too hard. Because I mean, not sure if I want this to be a hard game. If but it, and anyways, it would reset, and no matter, and however much progress you made in the Z side thing would be reset. Although everything else is fine. Oh, but you have to redo the entire Z side level. Like if you if you were playing, the timer ran out and you were on level 4, you'd have to start over from level 1. Something like that. And you still have 1 hour to complete it. But it's a trial and error thing. And once you beat but if you're able to beat the Z side boss, which the boss is, I think, just some sort of a blue, um, just imagine a blue square, the details and stuff. Anyways, as you go, once you beat the Z side, well, once you beat the Z's, once you beat the Z side boss, it's not exactly over yet. Thab sort of comes in, and because he found out what that Z side was. It was an escape. That Z side wasn't supposed to be there. He sort of forgot what it was since no one really, went there. But once you found out about it, he had no idea what it was. He tried to look up what it was, and he found out that was an escape. And if he escaped, they would do the tests. And if he didn't do the tests, well, he needed someone. He needed someone to do the. He needed someone to do the test. That's what he was made for. And so you fight Thab. Well, fight the things he throws at you, and fight him, and he's like lasers and saws and spikes and robot stuff. Use your imagination for this. And once you beat Dab, then he gives out. Then he says he well doesn't want us to leave. Can't let you leave. Can't be beat. It can't be something. So he he wants you to stay. He doesn't want to wait for more test subjects because he's not sure when the next one might come. Finding us, the test subject, was lucky enough. So he takes control of the timer and speeds it down to 0. But here's the thing. The thing doesn't reset. Instead you wake up and, well, you wake up in this like container, and the screen goes black, and then you hear a crashing sound, and the screen goes back in. You wake up, and it turns out you broke out of a container you was in. Yeah, tube. Container tube was. Yeah, that entire he was. Yeah, turns out that white dog was actually. Mm, that white dog escaped that simulation testing Fab was doing, and the from there you proceed to leave. Before you would do that, shows up on a screen between the capsule and the exit, which is somewhere over here. Should be somewhere over this way. He says well, he apologizes. He didn't really want us to leave because of, it's been a long time since he's really had a test subject. But he realizes that keeping us here was bad. I'm sure I could have explained this better, but I'm just giving the rough idea. It's not final. I'm not sure if it ever will be, since I don't really know how to make a game. Yeah, well, which is why I'm basically making this video. Anyway, she was bad, is sorry, and, well, you leave. And you leave, and that's it. It's you wake up at a factory and you leave, but that was basically it. That was the side. Now, it does continue with another idea I had of a game called control testing, but I'm not exactly sure how long that one would be. It's like I haven't even thought that out. I just know there's four other robots that control a factory and test people. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Just wanted to share this idea. And if you're wondering, this probably is never gonna be a game because I have no idea how to make a game. I c- have, I have, I could have ideas, but I don't know how to make one, which is why I'm explaining it so so this idea doesn't get lost. And, well, if if someone else happens to have some sort of similar idea to this seaside thing, that's a coincidence, okay? Believe me, I do not want to try and copy anyone, okay? I know what happens if you copy someone. It'll just, I don't want to have that, okay? So if you find something as similar to this idea, it's completely coincidental, okay? I am not trying to steal from anyone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know isn't really a gaming thing. Well, not a playing, playing a game thing like I usually do, but I just needed to get this idea out there so I could, so it's not forgotten, or so it's not lost. Because if I kept the idea, I would be the only one that knows about it. But if I do this, then other people might find out about it and, well, have their ideas about it. Well, have their. I'm not sure if this idea is ever gonna reach anything or get any popular thing, but, well, I basically just made this because I wanted to. And I think that's enough shadowing. Eh, so I'm just gonna end it here. I hope you like this little game idea. I hope you liked it. And I hope I'll see you in whenever the next video drops. Okay, bye.